now moving to our question number 7th. What is our question number 7th? In a magic square, each row, column and diagonal have the same sum. Check which of the following is a magic square. Now here our first part is given. Here a square is given in which some integers are there. Now you have to just find out that which is a magic square. Now you have to add the rows firstly. Now which are the rows? 5 minus 1 minus 4 minus 5 minus 2 7 0 3 minus 3. It means that all the boxes that are arranged horizontally are the rows, and what are the columns? All the boxes that are arranged vertically are columns, and the boxes that are arranged diagonally are diagonals. So now let us solve our question. So now we will just write here row. Firstly we will write here row, and now we will add all the rows. 5 minus 1 minus 4. Now let us add them. 5 plus minus 1 plus minus 4. Now here these integers are given. Now you have to solve this equation. How you will solve it? You will write it as 5 plus minus minus 1 plus minus minus 4, because plus minus minus plus minus minus and plus 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 minus minus plus and plus minus minus. Now let us solve it. 5 minus 1 4 and 4 minus 4 0. So the answer of 5 plus minus 1 plus minus 4 is 0. 5 minus 1 4 and 4 minus 4 0. So this was our first answer. Now if we move to our second row, which is our second row? This. So now let us add it. Minus 5 plus minus 2 plus 7. So now let us solve the equation. Minus 5 plus minus equal to minus. So that will be minus 5 minus 2 plus 7. So again you have to remember the rule minus minus plus. So you will not subtract 2 from 5, you will add 5 from 2, because minus minus plus, so adding 5 and 2 will be 7. And what will be the sign? 5 is bigger and the sign in front of 5 is minus, so it will be minus 7 plus 7. So now plus minus minus and 7 minus 7 equal to 0, and 0 has no sign in front of it, so its answer is also 0. So now let us move to the next row. So now what is our next row? Our next row is 0, 3 and minus 3. So now let us add these numbers. 0 plus 3 plus minus 3. So now let us solve this equation. 0 plus 3 plus minus minus, so it will be minus 3. So now 0 plus 3 3 and 3 minus 3 equal to 0. So this answer would also be 0. So now let us move to the columns. So now as you can see, we have found the answers of all the rows, and now we are going to find out the answers of all the columns in this magic box. So we will just write here columns. So now what are the columns that are arranged vertically? So now let us solve them. So our first column is 5 minus 5 5 plus minus 5 plus 0. So now let us write it. 5 plus minus 5 plus 0. So now let us solve this equation. So it will be 5 plus minus minus, so it will be 5 minus 5 plus 0. So what is 5 minus 5? 5 minus 5 is 0, and 0 plus 0 is 0. So now this answer would be 0. So this answer is also 0. So now let us move to our next column. So now what is our next column? Our next column is, our second column is minus 1, minus 2 and 3. So now let us solve it. Minus 1 plus minus 2 plus 3. So now let us solve the equation. -1 plus minus 2 plus 3. So minus plus, and 2 plus 1 equal to 3. And now which number is bigger? 2 is bigger, and the sign in front of 2 is minus. So now -3 plus 3 plus minus 3 minus 3 is 0. So this answer is also 0. So now let us move to our next column. Our next column is -4, 7 and -3. So now let us solve it. -4 plus 7 plus -3. So now moving on and solving our equation. What is our equation? -4 plus 7 plus -3. So now let us solve it. It will be like -4 plus 7 plus minus, so it will be -3 equal to. So plus minus 7 minus 4, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it will be 3, and 3 minus 3 equal to 0. So this answer is also 0. Now we have find out our rows, columns. Now what is left? The diagonals are left. So now let us solve the diagonals. Solving out the diagonals. What is our first diagonal? 5, -2 and -3. So now solving our first diagonal, 5 plus -2 plus -3 equal to. So now let us solve it. 5 -2 -3, because plus minus, 5 minus 2 equal to 3, and 3 minus 3 equal to 0. So this is also 0. So now let us move to our next diagonal. Our next diagonal is -4, -2 and 0. So now let us solve the diagonal. -4 plus -2 plus 0. So moving on and solving it, what will it be? -4 plus minus, it is -4 minus 2 plus 0. So now minus plus 4 plus 2, 6, and 6 plus 0 equal to 6. So this is our last diagonal. So now let us just conclude that is this a magic square or not. So as you can look at our rows. Now let us just recall the answers of our rows. 0, 0, 0, and columns 0, 0, 0, but in diagonals 0 and 6. And what was a magic square? It was a square in which each row, column and diagonal have the same sum, and the rows and columns are having the same sum, and one diagonal is also having the same sum, but only one diagonal is not having the same sum, which is 6. So now as only one diagonal is not, it doesn't matter that one or two diagonals are not having the same sum. This is not a magic square because all the rows, columns and diagonals do not have the same sum. So now we can just write here, no, this is not a magic square. So if you are having any problem in any question, leave it in the comments below, and also subscribe our channel. Now one thing I want to tell you, that the second part of the 7th question is just like this, and you have to solve it the same way. But if you are having any problem in the part number 2nd, then you can leave it in the comments. That is all for today.